For joining us for a special edition Cup of Kudos, Enlightened Perspective. Are you ready for a year of reaching your goals? This is the episode for you.
Hi, Kudos crew. How is everyone doing tonight? Again, my name is Sungita Clemens, and I'm with Total Life Prosperity. We are here to talk about a few things on Enlightened Perspectives Monday. So when we last left each other, we were actually dealing with our 4 steps to effective goal setting process. And we had started talking about the first step, which is the letter A. And yes, like you may guess, A is for admit that you have a problem or acknowledge that something needs to change. It's also to help us recognize that we may want to work towards something or do something different that will move us from where we are right now closer to what our goals and aspirations are, or closer to our personal definition for success. So let's talk a little bit about that letter A, right? And it doesn't have to be something catastrophic. So I don't want you to believe that when you're recognizing the need for change in your life, that it has to come from a negative place. A lot of times, recognizing the need for change or admitting that there is a problem or acknowledging the fact that something may be going on and you desire it to be different is actually a positive in your life. For instance, I was working a job and I was actually employed at one time. I'm an entrepreneur now, but before I became an entrepreneur, it was necessary for me to admit to myself that I was no longer satisfied working the good old-fashioned 9 to 5 or clocking in and clocking out according to the behest of someone else. It was also necessary for me to recognize that I was never really going to find a position that was going to allow me to be adaptable to the things that are happening in life, and was also going to be flexible enough for me to work around my schedule, the kids' schedule, family schedule, different health concerns or whatever the case might be. And so my acknowledging that I needed to change or do something different and admitting that I did have a problem was actually very awesome for me, because it helped me to recognize that I may need to take a look at or do some research regarding becoming an entrepreneur. And clearly from, where I stand now, it was successful because I was able to start my own business with my husband, Dwayne, right? So you'll be hearing from him soon. And we were able to move forward and do some things that have now become a benefit to our family, which is also part of the journey as to how we even came to be here with you and be with the Cup of Kudos family. So admitting or acknowledging the need for change is not a bad thing. I want to make sure that you really understand that. Also, moving forward, I need you to recognize that part of the recognizing the need for change process, or part of that A, is realizing that some of the things that you have been doing or accomplishing are part of the insanity cycle. And what is the insanity cycle, you might ask? Well, I'm glad you asked me. So insanity itself is defined as doing things in the same way and expecting a different result. And what does that mean? That means that you know the same things, you do the same things, you follow the same patterns, routines, or guidance. And so ultimately, you end up having the same outcome. And if you weren't excited or happy or satisfied with the first outcome, well, then why would you want to receive that outcome again? Well, that's part of A. A is knowing that where you are is not the only place or the last place that you are meant to be, realizing that there is more for you in your life. Yes, you can reach your definition of success. And so going through the goal setting process to figure out what goals we need to set in order to arrive there is part of A, y'all. So listen, when you move from Once you finally have identified, clarified, and you have a concise description of the problem, that means that you are then ready to move on and to start with step B. So listen, we're going to start with step B the next time that I see you. Step B, or B, the second part of the goal setting process, is believing that there is a way out. I cannot wait to share the information with B. The information about B with you. We'll be excited to hear what you have to say. Feel free to comment, to like, to share. Also, I welcome you to check out the Cup of Kudos page on Facebook. Go ahead and hit the like button once you get there. Also, the Cup of Kudos is on YouTube, so you can go on YouTube, check things out. Feel free to like, to comment, to share on anything on those pages once you arrive, and be sure and let me know how you feel about things or what's going on, or even if there's something that you might be looking for or that you need more information on, because we're all in this thing together and we definitely want to finish the journey with you. Thank you so much. Have an awesome day. Can't wait to hear about your A and continue our journey through B. See you soon.